Aloha, 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 everybody. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the source. All right. Yeah, the inspiration just came through that, yeah, I guess it is Passover on the schedule. I don't do much with celebrating it anymore as an adult, but I've got stories to tell. I've got some experiences that some of y'all may not know about. So what an opportunity to just share it. Also, I'll have the opportunity to share on Echo's stream on the day before Easter. It'll be a Saturday, upcoming Saturday. We'll have a whole Easter celebration on Living My Best Life at 60's channel, Saturday the 19th. And she invited me on there, and I told her, well, I could talk about my Passover experiences. I didn't do as much with Easter. I got Christian on one side of the family, but we didn't do as much with those holidays. So I don't have as much to say. And she said, yeah, come on and tell us about your Passover experience. So I'm sharing it here first. And then on Saturday the 19th, tune in to Living My Best Life at 60. Echoes channel, and we'll do a whole Easter celebration, and I'll talk about Passover. Maybe some others will as well. It'll be a good time. It always is at her channel. So let's get into it. Let's see who's here right now. We got Elijah in the building. Everybody say hello to Elijah. Check him out. Good guy, good guy. We got Real of Life 423. How are you doing, brother? From the fisherman community. This massive fishing community we have connecting in with. Deb Riel in the building. Aloha to Deb Riel. Lyrics by Niches here. Hey there. Thank you for being here. Jel Bima is here, everybody. Jel Bima, how you doing? How you doing? Lyrics by Niches says hello, source and chat. And Jel Bima says, Jel Bima rotains. Jel Bima rotains. Boom, on the screen. Pea Lee is here. Hey, Pea Lee, how you doing? How you doing? Pea Lee says, hello, host, and all here. Hi, Pea. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Chris the Flash, Shy Talk in the building. What up, Source Bro? What up, Chris the Flash? How you doing? Did you do that video yet? I gotta go check it out as soon as you get that out there. I'm definitely looking forward to you trying out the 30-day challenge, one of the days, trying out a day. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait to check that out. Hey, everyone in the chat, Chris says, thank you so much for being here. Seti's here. What's up, Seti? Hello, brother. Appreciate you being here. Pea Lisa, wishing you all the great time there. Thank you, Pea. Thank you so much. Real of Life. Doing well. Great. Awesome. Good to hear. And Rudy, howdy. We got a howdy from Rudy. Welcome, Rudy. How you doing? How you doing? Blessed to Crochet is here. Mary, Crocheting Connections. Everybody connect in with Mary. Mary will be our next guest on Five Questions with the Source on Saturday, upcoming Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's going to be a good time. And yeah, blessed to Crochet. I think you saw, I asked you if you could email me. Hopefully you can send me a couple pictures of you. And if you want to have your mom in the picture, that's great too. I went ahead and just put up a picture of you and your mom in the event on my live tab. I went ahead and threw it up there, but I'm waiting. Once you send me over a picture, I can create a whole thing with me and you as an event. What's that? I put another Nightbot thing in there. Yeah, I did. I'm working on it. So yeah, Elijah, Seti, Blessed to Crochet, Pei Ali, Seti, Chris the Flash, Seti, Nightbot. This is another message I put in the Nightbot for y'all. I've got it going on intervals. I think I've got it going every 15 minutes, maybe. And then every 20 minutes will be the other message I got for Nightbot. So far, that's all I got for now. But I'm dabbling. Real of Life, Chris the Flash, everybody connecting. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Mary. Yes, planning on doing it tomorrow. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Okay, so let's get into it a little bit here. So yeah, I grew up being raised Jewish mostly. My parents enforced that as like you are Jewish, and all that sort of thing. And then we also did do like some Christian holidays too, because my mom's side of the family also would be considered Christian. So we did that too. We did Christmas. I remember that. We did a little bit of Easter, but it was mostly just a meal. I don't think we did much talked about. We might have went around and looked for eggs or something. There might have been candy in them or something. I don't really know. It's about the gist of my Easter experience growing up. But Passover was an every year thing, my whole childhood. Oh, we got somebody new here in the chat. Let's say hello. So we've got Kater Maya. Hello, Kater Maya. That looks like another another Jelbima graphic. It looks like another character. I'm wondering. That's my guess. Is probably another Jelbima account. But hello, Kater Maya. How you doing? How you doing? Yes, Seti. Hello, everybody. That's right. Yes, yes. So yeah. So Passover growing up. Every single year, yeah. As a family, we would get together with the greater family, the larger family, cousins and uncles and aunts and grandparents and nieces and nephews and, the whole big family. So, yeah, my core family, just four of us, but then we would go to either grandparents' house or to cousins' house. And we would have, say, 20 people, or maybe more, I don't know, 20 to 30 people, maybe, and they'd have you long tables sometimes tables all over the different living room tables and tables in the dining room and big gathering. And it was always good to connect with the greater family for the big holidays. I always did enjoy that. And plus, food, I always enjoyed the food. And plus, grandparents' house and cousin's house were always really nice. There's a lot more money in the grandparents and in the cousins. So we would always do these holidays at the nicer places within the family setup. So Rudy got let's see, lyrics. Nietzsche said dual supporting work in the background. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. And Rudy said he's got a Star of David cookies and crackers. That's pretty cool, Rudy. Star of David cookies and crackers. I like that. Seti, I pray that God blesses you. God bless you too, Seti. Thanks very much, brother. With love and respect and support you. May God bless you. May God bless you, Seti. I appreciate you so much. So we would gather, big family gathering, and there was always a pool table, so we could play pool. And then in the basement, there would be huge playroom with tons of toys, sporting equipment, everything, a basketball hoop outside, and there'd be tons of kids. Growing up, there might have been my brother, myself, and some cousins. They were older than us. But then soon, once our cousins grew of age, they all had children. So then there was all these grandchildren running around. So my brother and I became the mentors or the older, kids in the whole thing. And then we'd all be playing in the basement and just they chase you around. Little kids love chasing around the older ones and throwing all the sporting equipment at you and chasing you and just you're just running for your life. You got like 6, 8 little 4, 5, 6 year olds all chasing you around and it's just nuts chaos, but always a good time and good kids. It was always fun, and I was was an older soul too, so I would tend to hang out with the adults too. So I'd be there with the conversations and just hanging out and listening and making conversation with all the adults too. My whole childhood, I would do that as well. So R&B Roaming's here. How you doing, R&B Roaming? Appreciate you. And Kater Maya says, hello, everyone. This is Kater Maya, and I sing all of your favorite songs, music, and talk about your favorite spectacular hero, Shelby Marotains. I knew. And then Nightbot, there's the other message family. Welcome to the source. Appreciate you. Thank you for being respectful, and please feel free to like and share the stream. Thank you so much, everybody. Yes, hi, Nightbot. Yes, hi, Nightbot. Okay, so yeah, so Passover, we would have what you call a Seder. Seder is order, the word for order in Hebrew. So there was a whole order of events for the whole night. And it tended to be a long evening. This is about the celebration of the story of Exodus, During Passover, Jews remember how their ancestors left slavery behind them when they were led out of Egypt by Moses. Passover is celebrated with a series of rituals. Each ritual symbolizes a different part of the story. I'm grabbing this from a BBC website. It's just what came up first when I searched Passover because it's good for me to remember some of this stuff and share a little bit of the story a little bit. So, yeah, Passover or Pesach in Hebrew is one of the most important festivals in the Jewish year. It is a spring festival that begins on the 15th day of Nisan, the first month of the Jewish calendar. Celebrations last for 7 or 8 days, depending on where you live. In 2025, Passover begins on the evening of Saturday, April 12th. So, yeah, we just started Passover yesterday, actually, yesterday evening. Yeah, and it's about Moses helping free the Jews from in Egypt from slavery. He saw that the Israelites were being persecuted, so he went to see the Pharaoh. Moses asked the Pharaoh to set the Jewish people free, but the Pharaoh refused. They got the 10 plagues. That's a big part of the Seder plate and the order. Seder order. The plate is each on the plate of food. We went through each of the different plagues in a storyline, and my family, it was a long event. We would read the whole book. We'd read the whole, not Torah, but Seder book, Passover book, and just read all stories, and we sing all the songs, and it was thorough. So I grew up with that sort of an upbringing. And then later on, when cousins took over leading it, it became real short, real sweet, to the point. Let's eat, type of thing. But when my grandparents were around, it was very thorough because my grandpa was the head of the temple, president of the temple. Also, he wasn't the rabbi, but he was the president of the temple. And he was a big leader in the community. So he knew everybody. He was running an insurance company, so everybody was his clients. So it was a good scene at the temple where we would sit at the big table at the front, and he would always go up on stage, and then everybody would come up to him and talk to him about business, insurance, and really respected guy. My grandpa on the Jewish side, and he would. My grandparents would lead these seders when I was young, and then the cousins took over. But yeah, some of these plagues, I'm looking at pictures. I don't know if you could see some of it or not, but there's some of the plagues, little symbols. It's like frogs and locusts and um, uh, boils, warts on your hands and on your body, blood, like just all sorts of things. How is Passover celebrated? Yeah, the evening before Passover, Jews have a special service called a Seder order. This takes place over a meal with family and friends at home. During the meal, the story of Exodus is told from a book called the Haggadah. The narration, everybody takes part in reading from the Haggadah. Some parts are read in Hebrew and some parts are read in English. Everyone at the Seder has a cushion to lean on. This reminds them that they are now free people and no longer enslaved. They also sing a lot of songs. Seder plates. There's significance of all the 6 items. There it is. So matzah, y'all probably know about matzah. Let's see who's in the chat here. Everyone needs an iPad. Raw footage is here. Hey, raw footage. Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I'm watching what I missed. I'll catch up in a minute. Awesome. Just Muckster is here. I only remember frogs, locusts, and the first sons. Yeah, you know. Lyrics by Nietzsche with the hearts. So yeah, some of the plate here. I pulled it up, the Seder plate. You've got like the it's got it in Hebrew. Maror, Charoset, Beitza, Chazeret, Zeroa, and Karpas. So like matzah here on the table, there are 3 matzah, bread that is flat because it has not risen. So unleavened bread because they were walking the desert for the 40 days or whatnot, and the bread wasn't able to rise, so they ended with this cracker, this matzah. At the start of the Seder, the middle matzah is broken and the largest piece is hidden. So I remember, I'll tell you about that. Hiding the afikomen is what they call it, because the adults would all hide the trying to figure out actually why. It's kind of, my screen's kind of darker actually today. I wonder why. Maybe this light bulb's starting to, I don't know. It's kind of not as bright as it was. It is darker, but it's okay. Yellow's fine for today, at least. Maybe because we got the other bulbs. Yeah, we probably got the other bulbs, and it's probably starting to already go. So yeah, the matzah, the adults would hide the afikomen, the matzah pieces all around the place. And then the kids, we would run around and try and find the afikomen, the little matzah piece. We would get a prize if we found the afikomen first or if we found it. So that was always fun. Children hunt for it. Yep. The one who finds it receives a small prize. Wine, 4 small glasses of wine remind the Jews of the 4 times God promised freedom to the Israelites. Extra cup of wine is placed on the table, and the door is left open for the prophet Elijah. Yeah, we always would leave the door open for Elijah. Jews believe that one day Elijah will reappear and he will announce the coming of the Messiah. And that's the other name I could have been was Doron or Elijah. So activity, thinking points. I'm just kind of scanning through this thing and sharing a little bit of the teachings because I don't remember it as well. But so also, let's see in the chat. Raw food is it's so interesting to hear your firsthand experience with Passover. So cool. I always read about it and studied it, but this is cool. I appreciate it so much. And then Rodney Mosi Evolving's here. How you doing? And then Jamie just entered down the road. What's up, brother Prince? Yes, that's my brother. We sang Purple Rain yesterday after his interview. We're going to be known for it. We're going to be singing and performing that for the rest of our lives. We're going to be on all the big stages down the road, and the source down the road. We'll be doing that down the road. So yeah. So we have these big, huge family gatherings, 20, 30 people, adults and kids. Our cousins, like later on, once my grandparents passed, the kids, they would eat McDonald's. They would not eat this food. Like we would have a really good meal. My brother and I were raised differently. We would eat these really good foods. But the whole thing is we went through the whole Passover Seder first, and it would take a couple hours sometimes to go through the whole Seder plate and tell stories about each thing on the plate. I remember like parsley, we would dip it in salt water, and then we would dot the plate like 10 or 11 times. There was blood too. There was like dipping our finger in the wine and doing like I think that was the 10 or 11 drops to signify certain things. And I remember that, and I remember like the charoset is like apples and nuts and like a really tasty thing, and that was on the plate. So you had these different items. The egg, there was a hard boiled egg on there to signify something. The matzah was on there to signify something. So all these things were on there. The horseradish was the like bitter part about traveling in the desert for all that time. Everything had symbolism to it. Let's see. Maybe I could pull up that part a little bit more here. Yeah, Moses warned the Pharaoh that God would send terrible plagues if he did not let his people go. So it's pretty bold for Moses to go up to the Pharaoh in that way. But the Pharaoh still said no. So God sent 10 plagues to Egypt. The final plague was the death of the firstborn son. God told Moses that the Israelites should mark their doorposts with lamb's blood so that the angel of death could pass over their houses and spare them from this plague. This is why the festival is called Passover. So all the Jews or Israelites there in Egypt under the rule of Pharaoh, as they supposedly were building the pyramids and all that, as far as I know, I think I remember it. The Jews, the Israelites, had to put this lamb's blood on their doorposts. So that way, the plagues, the angel of death, passed over all the doors that had the lamb's blood and brought the plagues to all the others that were there. So after this, the Pharaoh gave in and told Moses, his people, to go at once. So get the heck out of here. These plagues, I don't want none of y'all anymore. Let me see what's going on in the chat here. And the raw footage connected with you, blessed. Yes, down the road. Hello, everyone. Drunken Chef Barbecue, how you doing? Welcome, appreciate you. Salute, salute. And then Nightbot doing its thing. Pop that on the screen, and then yeah, connecting with you, all connecting. Good, good. So yeah, it says the Jews, the Israelites left in such a rush that their bread did not have time to rise. This is why it's flat. Unleavened matzah bread is eaten at Passover. They didn't have time for their bread to rise, and they're walking through the desert with this like on their backs, is how I heard it. And it's just like in the desert, wasn't able to really rise into bread. It just stayed a cracker. After they had left, the Pharaoh changed his mind and sent his army after the Israelites. Imagine that. God parted the sea, like Moses, asked that the sea be parted, so that the Israelites could get to safety, get through the waters. The sea just parted, and then here behind them, the army is coming after them. And then God washed the Pharaoh's army away in the water, after just let it whoosh. After this, Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt and through the desert to Mount Sinai, where God revealed the Ten Commandments. Um, let's see here. Raw footage, connecting, Nitya, pray. Okay, good. So of the 10 plagues, I can click on them on here. It's kind of cool interactive thing if you check it out. It's a BBC UK thing about Passover. So like I can click on, well, the 10 plagues are blood, frogs, lice, flies, livestock, boils, hail, locusts, darkness, and death. So there's the death at the end there. The lamb's blood on their doors. So yeah, imagine that, all these plagues coming one after another, till they finally say, "Get the hell out of here! We don't want any more of this." So let's see here. What else? Okay, so that's a gist of that. So I just remember sitting at that table for hours on end, just being like, when can we eat a real meal? We're just like parsley and eating little bits of apples and nuts, which just taste so good. And you're just like, give me more of that, give me more of that, give me more of that. And the gefilte fish, the gefilte fish is like, I liked it. It's like you put the horseradish on it. It's kind of weird though, gefilte fish. I liked it. You throw the horseradish on, it's even better. It's kind of strange looking, but horseradish makes it good, and it's part of the heritage. So I enjoyed it. And in the parsley and the salt water and the hard boiled eggs, like, okay, I'll eat a hard boiled egg. I'm starving. Like, just give it to me. Matzah, okay, give me more of that matzah. And like, it's an unsalted cracker, just eating it up and just throwing corrosive on it, apples and nuts, and you're just like eating everything. You just like, when are we gonna get a real meal? What's going on here? And let's see, Kader Maya. Kader Maya says, "Hey there, I'm Kader Maya. My birthday is March 29th, just like Shelby Marotain. Same birthday. And Black Pirama, when is your birthday? How do they all three have the same birthday? It's crazy. My birthday's in October. Yeah. Let's see here. Stash Cash. Hey, Source. Are you locked in? What's up, Stash? How you doing? How you doing? Hey, Bless. Yep. Are we connected? Y'all get connected now. Go ahead and feel free to share your user handles in the chat. Just use the @ symbol and put in your user handle, and y'all can take pictures or write it down or however you want to get people connected later. Make sure you watch a video of theirs and like and comment and subscribe and connect the right way. Sail and Cook George is here, formerly known as Sail Whiskey Dream. Okay, new name. All right. Sail and Cook George. Welcome. Appreciate you. Thanks for popping in. Talking about Passover, my experiences growing up Jewish and celebrating the holiday every year. This big gatherings we'd have at my grandparents' house when I was real young, and at my cousin's house as I grew up a little bit. And it was an experience. We had the Seder plate, this order, we reading the Haggadah, the prayer book, for a couple hours, and wanting to just eat a real meal. And I remember being a kid, we'd find the pieces of the matzah hidden and win a prize, all that sort of stuff. And then I also remember I had to sing. I was the youngest child a lot of the time till those cousins came into being. So I was the one, as the youngest child, that would sing the 4 questions. So what I'll do here is I will pull up the 4 questions on YouTube, and hopefully I'll be able to sing them for you. The 4 questions Passover lyrics. I need lyrics. I need lyrics. Let's see if I can get those for you. Spending less time sailing. Okay, so you're going to go with Sailing Cook George. All right, sounds good. And then in the chat, cool. So we're caught up in the chat. And Okay, so 4 questions, prayer-oki. The 4 questions. Maybe I'll do that one. I think I will. Prayer-oki. The 4 questions. Mani Shana. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna sing the 4 questions. This is me as a little kid singing the 4 questions. Maybe I should use my little kid voice. Here we go. This is me as a little kid. Manishtana halayla hazet miko halelot. That's hard to do. Miko halelot. Shebeko halelot. Anu clean. Achametz umatzah. Chametz umatzah. Halayla hazeh, kulo matzah. Halayla hazeh, kulo matzah. Shebecho halelot, anu oklin, sha'ar yarakot. Sha'ar yarakot. Halayla hazeh, maror, maror. Halayla hazeh, maror, maror. Shebecho halelot. Ein anu matbilin, afilu ba'am echat, afilu ba'am echat. Halayla hazeh, shetefa amim. Halayla hazeh, shetefa amim. Shebeko halelot, anu oklin, ben yoshvin uven misubin, ben yoshvin uven misubin. Halayla hazeh, kulanu misubin. Halayla hazeh, kulanu misubin. Woohoo! Look, it's me live. I'm not going to that. Okay, welcome Andy Mon TV3. How you doing? Good to see you earlier in the Lay Acoustic. We had a good crew. We had Down the Road in the Lay Acoustic earlier. We had Big Jack Storytime in there. We had Andy Mon TV3, myself. Good crew, good crew. I look forward to more of y'all joining us with the Lay Acoustic. It's a good time in the Filipino communities every Sunday. Earlier in the day for me, it's like 6, 7 a.m. Like I hop in there, but for you, it might be like midday, like ish. So yeah, hop in there and enjoy the music, acoustic music, multiple performers, a lot of fun, fun connections, connecting with big YouTube accounts, like big networkers in there. Yeah, a lot of growth for me, networking with all them in that community. Let's see. So yeah, Andy Mon TV3 down the road. Sounds like When Doves Cry. Nice voice, love it. When doves cry. Ooh. Well, that's the next one we'll sing, Jamie. You know we're gonna sing that one too. You know, Purple Rain is just our big one. That's our shebang. But we're gonna be doing Doves Cry. When Doves Cry. That's another one, Jamie. You better get ready. You better strum up, tune up that guitar, because we gonna be on the road, down the road. We're gonna be performing. You know, that's why I said get ready for our tour. Get ready for our tour, Jamie. We going touring. We going touring. Okay, let's see. Nightbot family, welcome to the source. I appreciate you. Thank you for being respectful. Please feel free to like and share the stream. Appreciate y'all. Thanks so much. Katermaya, of course. Katermaya says, Katermaya is a character that appears in the opening sequence of every Jelbima Rotains and Black Pirama episode, singing the theme song. He's also a member of the cast. Interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, about Passover. So that's the 4 questions. The youngest child sings that. during the whole Haggadah, the whole prayer, the whole day, the whole 2 hours of reading prayers in English and Hebrew and back and forth. I remember a lot of the different prayers too. Not as well though. Like maybe I could pull up a Passover prayer because I always tend to say the Hanukkah one whenever I with Passover songs. Maybe I'll get the Dayenu song in there. Let's Dayenu. Here it is. Lyrics, yes. Here we go. All right. Pale Lee, how you doing? Well, thanks for being here. Here's the Dayenu. Dayenu is a fun song. I always enjoyed this one. Dayenu. Dayenu. Let's see if it talks about it first. Dayenu is yeah, and that 4 questions is kind of like, why is this night different than all other nights? That was like one of the questions. I remember as a kid reading it in English too. So it was like, why is this night more special? You know, different. And then it's of course is like talking about like we were in the desert for 40 freaking days. We didn't have the food. We didn't have the water. We had plagues. We were chased by the Egyptians, and we parted the sea, and we went through, and we got to the promised land. Like this is like serious stuff. Like 4 questions. Those are the questions you're asking as a little kid at the Seder table. These are you must read this. You must sing this because this is important. You know, to learn. So yeah, the Dayenu song. Good night. Thanks, Katamaya. The Dayenu song is fun. This is one of those songs we sang at the Seder, at the plate there, at the table. It says Dayenu is the best love song from the Passover Seder, and now you and your friends and family can learn the tune and few verses with Jason Meshes. That's who's on the screen. It's his song, his version, whatever. I'm gonna sing off of his lyrics. Practice up with this karaoke video and have a great Pesach. Okay, so we're gonna do this. So here we go. Dayenu. Stop. What does it even mean? I'll tell you. It would have been enough. That's what it means. Dayenu means it would have been enough. All these amazing things God did for us. But even if God just did one of those things, it would have been enough. If God had just taken us out of Egypt, that would have been enough. If God had just given us the Torah, that would have been enough. If God had just given us Shabbat, that would have been enough. But God gave us all these things, so we're so thankful. Oh my goodness, it's wonderful. Okay, that's what he says. Messages. Dayenu. Here we go. Die, Dayenu, die, Dayenu, die, Dayenu, 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 Dayenu. Daenu, da daenu, da daenu, daenu, daenu. Ilu hotzi anu mi mitraim, hotzi anu mi mitraim, daenu, da daenu, da daenu, da daenu, daenu, daenu. Ilu natan lanu etatora natan lanu etatora daenu 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 daenu. Ilu natan lanu etashaba natan lanu etashaba daenu 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 daenu. Pa 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 pa. Yay! Happy Passover! All right, and y'all, happy Easter coming up too, y'all. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, that was fun. Takes me back. Takes me back. Um, So in the chat, let's see what's happening in the chat here. Here's the lyrics by Nietzsche with the hearts. Thank you for that was at 4:44 p.m. too, Nietzsche. Thank you. Angels are with us. Nightbot with the message there. Let's celebrate our members of Source Network: Deb Riel, Blissfully Renee, Blue, Journey Miriam, Blues Plate, and Echo, our newest member, Living My Best Life 9697. She's the one hosting Easter. And I'll be talking about Passover on April 19th, Saturday, the day before Easter. So it'll be a whole big. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So y'all tune in, or if you're interested in sharing your Easter story or Passover, maybe you'll connect with Echo. Living My Best Life 9697 is her user handle. And yeah, either way, tune in. I'll be on there for a bit. I appreciate all y'all. Down the road said, have to go to bed, brother. Great show, a little best. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate you. Good night. Sleep well. What a day, right? What a day. I mean, there's that 2 days. That was 2 days. What a day. 2 days, Jamie. All right. Thanks so much. Get ready for our big tour. All right. Later. Let's see here. Good night. Let's see. Yeah, Andy Mon, he's still here though. He's just saying bye to Jamie. Married in Arkansas is here, everybody. That's Lisa. How you doing, Lisa? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am been telling my Passover stories growing up Jewish. Every year celebrating the holiday as a young one, and singing some songs, telling the story of the whole night. Big gathering of family. Lots of little kids running around. The Seder plate, the all the 10 plagues on the plate, and we just did lots of Hebrew and English, and the whole. And we sang songs, and we have a good meal, a big meal. I didn't even get to that part yet. We have a big meal after we did the whole 2 hours of prayers and all that stuff. We had this big meal. There was always brisket, which was the best. It was like beef brisket, like really high level meat. Really tasty. My family, grandparents, cousins always made the best brisket, beef brisket. And we would always have all sorts of different things for the dinner. Some traditional stuff that I'm sure Jews would always eat, and then just good food, lots of good food, a variety, and yeah, it was always good, always good. And let's see what else. Let's do a little bit more singing, some more songs. Let's see what else comes up on here. Uptown Funk, Passover Seder, What to Expect, Passover Music, Songs of the Seder. I could do that one. Billy Joel Passover. I wonder what that's like. I could try that. Let's see, Matzah Mia, Passover songs. I don't know. See if there's anything else I recognize on here. Maccabeats, the Maccabeats, Dayenu, Minish Tanai. I did those. Remember, it was a Passover, little Passover song, kids song, Passover. Wonder what that one is. Let's check that out. This could be fun. Married in Arkansas, Lisa. I'll come back and watch later. Okay, sounds great. Appreciate you. Let's see what this kid song is. Could be the same song though. Matzah, crunchy, flat and sweet. Passover's here. Come take a seat. It's a kid's song. Sing and smile. We're free today. Woo. Let's dance and laugh the night away. I know all the Fiddler on the Roof songs. That count? I don't know. I mean, it counts for something. I don't know what could I do with that though. I don't know. Let's see. All right. Matzah, crunchy, flat, and sweet. Passover's here. Come take a seat. Sing and smile. We're free today. Let's dance and laugh the night away. Do, 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 do. Matzah, crunchy, flat, and sweet. Passover is here. Come take a seat. Sing and smile. We're free today. Let's dance and laugh the night away. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Cassie, how you doing, Cassie? Welcome. It's a little Passover kids song, little Passover song. Little kid on the screen with a matzah and a little froggy dancing. Oh, this only has 373 views. It was just put up 2 weeks ago. Matzah crunchy, flat, and sweet. Passover's here. Come take a seat. Sing a smile, we're free today. Let's dance and laugh the night away. Let's dance and laugh the night away. That was fun. Let's see here in the chat. Raw Foodage says I have to go to bed now. Good night, Raw Foodage. She said, "Yeah, so lovely to be here again with everyone. I'll rewatch ASAP. Love to all. Thank you so much for visiting." Cassie's, I'm well. How are you doing? I'm well. If you're asking me, I'm doing well. I'm just having a good time. Just revisiting my childhood a little bit with this Passover stories, and just singing some songs. Just having a good time. Echo is going to have a Passover, Easter celebration on April 19th, Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So everybody's going to be sharing their Easter stories, and myself, I'll share my Passover story a little bit. And whoever wants to be a part of that, let her know or just tune in. That's going to be a good time. Let's see what else we got on here. Let's see, 41 minutes. Passover, the Lamb Who Saves. I don't recognize as many of these songs. Manishana again, Lion King Passover. I never heard about that. Wow, they got a variety on here. I could just try the general one, Passover songs. Dayenu, we did Dayenu already. Dayenu, Jack Black. I'm gonna try it. 5 years ago, Jack Black. Chad Gadya. Chad Gadya. Nicha. Cassie, raw footage. We're about to sing Chad Gadya. This has got Jack Black on the screen. Well, there. The kid. Oh, that's a good song. I need lyrics though. Chad Gadya. I need lyrics. All right, I'm not going to use his version. He's funny though, because I need lyrics on the screen. So I'll pull up the regular one that I could sing, and then y'all check out Jack Black's Chad Gadya. It's basically Chad Gadya. Chad Gadya. Chad Gadya. I'm going to sing the actual song because this is kind of fun. Chad Gadya. Lyrics. I think this is a Passover song too. So, Peace RWMT is here, everybody. Aloha. How you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Rudy, of course. Rudy, is there really a $45 bill? Are you just pulling our chain? Let's see here. Welcome, Peace. Appreciate you. And we're about to sing Chad Gadya. I think this might be a Passover song, so we're going to do it. Oh, here we go. Learn the words of this Passover song. The same guy doing it again. Jason Meshes. Crazy song about a goat that my father bought. Chad Gadya, Chad Gadya, Chad Gadya, Chad Gadya. My father bought a goat for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadya, Chad Gadya. Then came a cat that ate the goat my father bought for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadya, Chad Gadya. Then came a dog that bit the cat that ate the goat my father bought for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadya, Chad Gadya. Then came a stick that beat the dog that bit the cat that ate the goat my father bought for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadya, Chad Gadya. Goes on a long journey. We're going to give all the good stuff right now. We're skipping right into the good stuff. Then came Hakadosh Baruch Hu, who destroyed the angel of death. Oh my gosh. Who killed the butcher, who slayed the ox, who drank the water, that quenched the fire, that burned the stick, that beat the dog, that bit the cat, that ate the goat. My father bought for 2 zuzim. Chagaya, 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 Chagaya. At the end of the Seder. Okay, interesting. Thank you, brother Jason Meshes. Cool. That was a throwback. I remember that one. Okay. Simple. What's this? One Little Finger. That's different. That's a kid's song. One Little Finger. Okay. What else? Passover. Songs, prayers in Hebrew. Oh, I was gonna do an actual prayer. Passover prayer. Lyrics. Okay, who's here? We got Akash Bansal. Hey, Akash Bansal, welcome. How you doing? In the house. India. You mean India? That's my guess. India in the house. Cool. Well, welcome. IND. That's my guess. At least India. What brings you here today? How is life in India these days? What are you up to? What do you do these days? Akash, appreciate you popping in. We got a big community. I don't know if you're plugged in with any of our various communities that are all operating simultaneously. There's like the Stay Phenomenal community. We got the Keep Posting. We got the Hope Crew. We got the Champion Nation, the Shine Family. We got the Dream Life, Source Network, Grow and Glow Together, Snapback Tribe, I Cherish Church Network, Thrive Tribe. There's a ton of different communities, and we're all connected. So if you don't know about any of those and you landed in the right place, get you plugged into all these communities. There's thousands of content creators, new and small content creators that are united. Just tune in to me or any of the leaders I could plug you into. And lots of great connections. So some networking. There's a movement called the 1,000 plus new content creators community run by Luciana Success Systems. You can jump right in and network. Go to her live streams Monday to Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 1 hour Monday through Friday. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and get plugged into a whole bunch of awesome content creators, a lot of high energy. We learn a lot together. And then everybody in there is connected to all these different movements. We're all united, moving as one. So yeah, if you're new at all, then hey, just keep showing up and we'll get you plugged in. And tell us, Britt, what you bring to the table too. I'm curious about you and your channel and what pieces you bring to the table, because everybody shows up brings different pieces to this puzzle that we're all connecting for a reason. Let's see here. Blessed to Crochet, lyrics by Nitcha, Peace RWMT. I'm going to share my referral link on the screen because I haven't done that in a while. Boom. If anybody's interested in doing StreamYard, there's a little discount available. And then I guess I get some credit towards my account or something like that. So if you're interested, do that. All right, we're gonna try out a prayer. We're gonna try out a Passover prayer. This is my childhood, my growing up. Like every year, uh, a big long dinner, multiple hour dinner. We had to like go through the whole prayer book, sing a lot of songs, and then we'd have a big meal and celebrating the Israelites freeing from Egypt and the enslavement by the Pharaoh and the Egyptians and per se, way back, and the 10 plagues that were brought in to the fold and all that sort of stuff. Let's see here. Nightbot message for y'all there. Family, welcome to the source. I appreciate you. Thank you for being respectful, and please feel free to like and share the stream. Okay. Let's see what prayer we got. I want to share one. It's just good for me to remember all this. I haven't done this reconnecting to that inner child, that like growing up kid, innocent kid growing up. It's been so long. I'm 42 now, so this is when I was 4 years old to 12 or 14 or something like that, celebrating every year with the whole family. Blessed to crochet, Mary. It's all about crocheting, that connection. No crochet hook required. That's right. That's blessed to crochet. She does crochet though. She's working on a blanket right now. I don't know. Did you finish the blanket? Her and her mom. I'm still learning your story. We're getting ready to have you on 5 Questions with the Source on Saturday. So I'm still learning, but I think I got that your mom. It was your mom's channel before, and she was all about the crochet. And then you take over, and then you're bringing in the connection being such a big integral part of it all. But you still crochet. That's what I'm getting from it. I got a lot of research to do on you for the whole week, so it'll be fun to do that. But if you want to share anything, you can in the chat. You're a super networker, so I like it. I like it. Blessed to crochet. There it is. Okay, so let's see. I'm still figuring out what a Billy Joel. I'm gonna try this one. A Billy Joel Passover. I don't know what this is gonna be, but 4 minutes and 20 seconds. What's this gonna be? What's that? It's a song. I'm still looking for some prayers. This is Billy Joel Passover. It's 9 o'clock on a Seder day. The annual crowd shuffled in. This is 6:13. There's a Zadie sitting next to me, like a grandma, I think, making kiddush for all of his kin, or maybe that's grandpa. Bop, bop, bop. He says, "Sons, do you have any inquiries? Like why we trade bread for a matzah, and this maror we eat, dipping bitter in sweet, and why don't keep the door closed?" That's Elijah. Oh, ma, nishtana. Om la da di day, dienu. Da. God set us free from the Pharaoh man. That's why we rejoice tonight. And Jews, although pursued by the enemy, with God's help, it turned out all right. The band is 613. SIX 13. Nation of Israel was tired and sore, praying for redemption someday. Moshe Rabbeinu came and burst through the door. He said, "Hey, let us out of this country." And on saying no to God brought on a plague. Attack, attack, attack. You ought to know by now. All the hard work gave us broken backs, and then we were gone in a hurry. Well, the Pharaoh, he changed his mind. Yeah, but we never had a doubt. Matzah, 'cause bread can't rise up. It's time to move out. Ba-da-da. Ooh, we're moving out. Ba-da-ba. Out of Egypt. Ooh-do-do-do-do-do-do. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Clean the house, change pants, strangers in a strange land, celebration, Jewish liberation. Reading from the Haggadah, Adir Hu Chadajah, 10 plagues, 4 sons, who knows one? I know one. KP, house clean, father buffer, 2 Zuzim, Geffen, Libers, and Kedem. Next year in Jerusalem, Dayenu, Charoset, we sold all our chametz. Tell me what is all for, I can't take much more, my roar. God set a bush on fire. Moses saw it burning, still today we're learning. God set a bush on fire, and when we are gone, we'll see the flame live on and on and on and on and on. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Bunch of Jewish guys in probably New York City or something. 613. 4 cups of red, 4 cups of whites. Tonight is different from all of the nights. It's 'cause of what God did for us when we made our exodus. Madison Square Garden. Yep, there. Hulu Theater. So they did all the sites in New York City, all dressed up for the holiday. That was it. That's I never heard of 613. That's like the command. There's like 613 is like a really lucky number, I guess. Something about commandments. Oh my God, this one. Here we go. I got to sing that one next. We'll get to the prayer. Don't worry. I mean, the only prayer I usually, every prayer starts out the same but ends differently. So let me see what's going on in the chat real quick. So, okay. So, Bless You Crochet, or S Steph 92 is here. Hello, welcome. First time on the live. Yes, thank you for being here. Bless to Crochet said, nope, still working on the blanket. That's one of about 4 blankets I have going at the same time. Bless to Crochet, it's my mom's channel. She gets any of the revenue from the channel, but I deal with a chronic illness, fibromyalgia, so the connection really helps my chronic pain. Got it, got it. Rudy, Billy Joel says 9. Okay. Bless you, Crochet. I do a lot of the stuff in front of the camera to help her, and she does a lot of the stuff behind the camera, and it works. That sounds good. Yeah, I like that. Bless you, Crochet. And when I send you the information tomorrow, I'll send you some pictures of some of the blankets I've done. Cool. Awesome. I'm known to want to share whatever you find on the interview. So I like with Jamie, with his interview, I was so ready with the StreamYard. I was going to share all of his pictures from his camping trips, plus a funny picture of him. But the StreamYard didn't work for us. So I ended up sharing those in a community post just about an hour ago. So y'all check that out. A funny picture of Jamie down the road and all of his camping pictures, beautiful pictures from around Nova Scotia, Canada, around those areas. Um, all things Pink Impossibles here. Welcome. Appreciate you. Blessed to Crochet. Oh, Cannibals here. Oh, my. All things Pink Impossible. Next year in Jerusalem. That's right. Cannibal Fresh is here, everybody. Aloha. I've never had a bite of anyone Jewish. Think I could get a nibble sometime, this horse? Yeah, I don't know. Just use your imagination, I guess. Yeah, have a nibble. Just bite on my I don't know, my ear, and think. Just call it matzah, maybe, since it's a Passover. Just use your imagination. I'm not sending you any flights, any tickets, or anything like that to get here. It'll just get weird. So you do your thing. I'm not judging you. I know certain people are into that sort of thing. But thanks for being here, though, Cannibal Fresh. I appreciate you. Bless you, Crochet. Plus, I don't even participate in the Judaism thing much anymore, anyways. This is just me reflecting on my childhood, kind of my inner child, just like feeling back into it and like vibing with y'all. Sharing a little bit of how our Passovers went. It's kind of fun. Andy Mon TV3, yes, yes, yes. Cannibal, good to see you again. All things Pink Impossible. All right. Let's see. So continuing on, the next song here, I gotta share it. I didn't know about these songs. Oh, this is the same band, 613, same band. Okay, they got 2 million views on this one 6 years ago. So we're gonna do it. Okay. Halayla hazeh. I'm gonna start from the beginning. It's the Lion King Passover. Cannibal Fresh says, the source, I'll send you a ticket. You're sending me a ticket. So wait, I'm flying to you now? I'm so confused. How is this going to work? All right. Anywho, continuing on. Let's see here. Okay, 613 is the band. A Lion King Passover it is. Here we go. Ma nishtana halayla hazeh mikol halelot. Mi chamocha nedar bachodesh nora tehilo manishtana halayla. Manishtana halayla. What makes this night any different? Manishtana halayla. Manishtana halayla. Manishtana. In the days we prepare for the Seder, the order plate, it seems like we'll never be done. There's more to clean than can ever be clean. Grab a candle and search for the crumbs. When the Seder table is ready, and all the chametz has been found. Oh, that's they have to hide all the foods. Our family arrives and the sun leaves the sky. At the table we'll gather around at the Seder tonight. Passover retold with our prayers of hope, thanking God above, and the Seder plate helps us tell our story at the Seder tonight. Do 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 do. Now, Pharaoh, you're a mighty king, but I'm telling you, beware. You come into my palace, making threats, Moses, you dare. Your days of making Jews your slaves are done forevermore. And if you challenge God, 10 plagues will shake you to your core. I'm telling you, you'd best listen to me, or God will bring your kingdom to its knees. It's time to let my people go, you see, 'cause we just can't wait to be free, to be king, to be free. We're eating the matzah for 8 nights and days. We're eating the matzah. So put that bread away. We had to hurry from the land we were slaves. So we're chametz free culinarily. I'm eating a matzah. And who doesn't love some good matzah? What's a matzah? Nothing. What's a matzah with you? Ha ha! LOL. We had to hurry from the land we were slaves. So we're chametz free culinarily. We're eating the matzah. And the Seder plate helps us tell our story at the Seder tonight. Seder tonight. Lion King Passover. Boom, bam, boom. Wow. Never knew any of that existed. That's something. Yeah, let's see. Oh, where are we in the chat? Andy Mon TV3 clapping. Yes. Cannibal Fresh. Doing his little dance is making me hungry. What a snack. I'm telling you, fam. I'm telling you. Let's see here. I'm chametz though. This means I'm not kosher during this holiday. You need to eat a cracker, not a white person, but like a cracker, like a flat cracker. Go to the store. I know it's not a human, but on the Seder plate, there's some things you could eat that may feel like human to you. Maybe, I don't know. There's blood. I think you might be into the blood part. We dip our finger in the wine and do all the plagues on the table. Boop, 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 doo, 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 doo. And then there's the salt water for our tears. You might like the tears part, the parsley dipped in the salt water. You might like that part. You like tears. You like blood. You seem like a blood and tears type. So there's also like the bitter, the gefilte fish, and then you've got the horseradish. That's the bitter. So you might like the bitter too, because I don't know about you and human flesh and all that blood and tears and all that. Like maybe you're into the bitter. I don't know. I'm just channeling this right now. I'm tuning into your world. All right. So let's see. Nightbot says, let's celebrate our members. Everybody on the screen, our first 4 members we're celebrating. I thank y'all so much. It's $1 a month for Source Network membership. It's a Patreon link on my community page, on my channel description. It's on my channel description. Check it out. Sign up. I'm just going to a lot of value, a lot of value. I'm just going to keep providing value to all the members. Everything, and I'll limit things to everybody else. I'll just keep moving, shifting that way. Aloha, Anthony My Time. How you doing? Welcome. What's up happening? This is my experience. This is my experience right here. I'm talking about Passover. Growing up as a Jewish kid, all the years celebrating with my family. This whole life has been about history and the Jews, the Israelites freeing from Egypt and being under slavery, under the Pharaoh, and getting out of there and going to the desert and parting the seas and getting away from the Egyptian soldiers. And I sang a lot of songs tonight. I I'm reading some Hebrew. I'm telling a little bit about the whole Passover and the 10 plagues and all the symbolization of everything, and having a good time. But you said do live streams, right? Anthony Marte, do live streams, put a title on there, and just share your wisdoms, tell your story, whatever you do for that whole live stream. And then you get what? 10x, at least. I mean, 10x your watch time. Anthony My Time's your go-to if you want to learn anything about YouTube and how to be successful. He's your guy. Go to Anthony My Time's channel. I'm telling you, he's got 1,000 subscribers. He took off in a big way. He knows how to find like viral topics and make them your own. And he knows how to do live streams and knows how to grow your channel and grow your subs and I'm sure watch hours and everything. That's a good teacher right there. He's real patient with us. He's got a lot of good stories, a lot of good stuff on his channel. Cannibal Fresh. Oh yeah, Cannibal Fresh says, "Oh, I eat human flesh because it's the only meat that can consent to be eaten. I wouldn't eat a fish." That's interesting. Yeah, you're right. They can consent. It's very interesting. So it's like it's a mutual thing. So like with the animals. So like, do you judge people for eating animals and eating plants? Then, what about the mushroom kingdom? You judge people because some people just like eat. They don't even. I mean, the natives, the Native Americans, and different tribes. At least the indigenous tribes, they would ask, "Hey." Like animal kingdom, hey, deer kingdom, send us your dead and dying, and for us to just take into our body the meat of that deer per se, and elevate its soul. So at least there's some beautiful story to the natives, the indigenous, communicating. I'm sure they would do the same thing, communicating to the plant kingdom, to the mycelium, the mushroom kingdom, the animal kingdom, and asking for their dead and dying, and for maybe there's a certain being, like for example, here on Earth there was a being, Jesus Christ, Yeshua, who returned to his greater nature, became God again, released the body. So it's kind of interesting how that works. So how does it any different? So he went on, passed down. Animals are doing the same thing. Animals are returning to the greater source. Their energy, they're relieved of the body and this struggle of being on Earth and having to find your meal every day and all the things. They return to being energy and being a part of the great one. Again, the infinite. Interesting, huh? Yvette Diamond's here. Aloha, Yvette Diamond. How you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you. I've been telling my story a little bit about Passover, growing up Jewish and celebrating every year as a kid. If you want to check the replay down the road, you can do that. It's a lot of fun. We've been singing some songs from around Passover, doing some prayers, telling about the whole Seder plate, the whole rituals of the night and everything. Having a nice little live here. We got an hour and 8 minutes in here. I wanted to see if I can get you a prayer. But actually, what I might just do is the standard prayer for pretty much every prayer within Judaism goes about the same way. Oh my God, here's Rudy. Rudy says cannibal. Rudy says cannibal. Okay, here we go. Rudy says cannibal, like 16. Oh, cannibal's number 16? Or you're asking cannibal to be not like number 16? Rudy, what do you think about Cannibal? Have you connected yet to Cannibal? I thought maybe you'd ask Cannibal if Cannibal wants to count from 0 to 99 or 0 to 100 or anything like that. Have you not? Where are your manners, Rudy? Where are your manners? Yvette Diamond, I will. You look good. Ah, thank you so much, Yvette. Appreciate you. Cannibal Fresh says, it's just how I was raised and how I feel. I I don't worry about others eating animals. More snacks for me. That's right. That's right. It's not very competitive for you, I would imagine, because so many people judge that. So of course for you, it's like, wow, there's so many more options here, and everybody's competing over the animals and over the plants, and you're just like, okay, all right, whoever's into it, you're all about it. Let's see here, Nightbot. There's a little Nightbot message for you guys. Welcome and appreciate you. Thanks for being respectful. Share, like, and share. Thank you so much. And then yeah, Cannibal says 16 question mark. I don't know. I don't know, Cannibal. It's Rudy. If you don't know Rudy, oh, she had 16. So okay, so something she. Okay, yeah. You must know each other. She, lol. Cannibal said she, lol. That's what I was thinking. Like, that's just a picture. Cannibal Fresh, that's just a picture. I don't know if that's really Cannibal or not. I don't know. We don't know if it's a she. We don't know what Cannibal is. Cannibal, I connected. You had 16. Oh, it's 16 subscribers? Oh, so Rudy, are you 16 subscriber of Cannibal Fresh? That's what you're saying. Is Rudy says, is Cannibal wearing makeup or powder? Oh my, good question. Oh, in your picture, says Cannibal. In my picture. Yvette says, love hearing about Passover. Bless you, Crochet. Okay. Yeah, back to Passover. Okay. That was fun. So yeah, the basic like prayer, Yvette Diamond. Yes, on the picture you have something in your face, says Rudy. Yvette Diamond says, just celebrate the Seder. Don't if spell it right. Yes, Seder. You know about it. You know about Seder. It's Cannibal Fresh. It's me from about 2018 in my picture. Makeup. Ah, it's you. Oh, makeup 2008. Okay, cool. So yeah, the prayer, standard prayer, like Jewish prayers, would tend to go like Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam. It's like blessed our Lord, our God, ruler of the universe. Every prayer starts with blessed our Lord, our God, ruler of the universe. And then it goes into like each prayer being different. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner. Shel Chanukah would be the Hanukkah one, but that's the only one I remember anymore. Beautiful. Thank you. Rudy says, Cannibal, type 4543 and 41. Yvette said, beautiful. Thank you. Oh, Cannibal Fresh typed it. Look at that. You got yourself a friend, Rudy. Look at that. Just be careful. Unless you're consenting, Rudy, you be careful now. Cannibal's looking for his or her its next meal. So you be careful now, Rudy. Don't let your parents know that you're hanging out with cannibals now. I don't think they're going to be liking that. This isn't like Jack in the Box. This is different. This is quite different. LOL. Rudy says, if someone connects to Cannibal, she will be the subscribers of the year the picture is taken. Okay. And then Tommy Qualls is here. Hey, Tommy Qualls, shortly little bit. Tommy Qualls, shortly little bit. Hello, chat. Been watching. My step grandpa was a Jew. I didn't learn much from him, but how to people down on price. I know, yeah, there's one of those things. But this has been enlightening to my soul. I'm glad this has been enlightening. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of that. I mean, there's a little bit of that stereotype, and there's some truth, of course. What I found growing up Jewish is that, yeah, what about the people that had wealth when they were in, like, say, Germany or these various places in Europe? They had wealth, and then supposedly, I mean, the Germans and Nazis and whatnot came and took everything, all that wealth, and probably sent it all over to their banks over in Switzerland, and then sent them all to persecution, and then all that wealth, so then the people, the Jews that moved on, maybe had nothing and started with zero. So a lot of them came to America, started with zero. So then from there, if you start from zero, your whole family starts from zero. Everyone you know starts from zero. You're on the streets, as far as I know. You might have brought something with you. So, and then of course, you try to start a business. So what I've noticed is Jews do start businesses, and then they stick together. It's a lot about community. So you support each other. If you have a business, they have a business. You support their business, they support your business. Within the family, everybody sticks together. Within the community, everybody sticks together. And it's about saving money too, and saving money to a point where you get ahead, and hopefully do well in business. And I've learned these things just because I grew up within that culture, and I paid attention. And I don't know, it's about being raised well with good morals and ethics. It's also about school, like getting a really good education and being successful, getting a good start and going out on your own, whether you have your own business or get a really good job or whatnot, have a good career. So there's a lot of that good, like picture like Chinese, Japanese, like they always are smart. They do so well in school. And then they're successful and boom, they just, so some of what I learned with it all. But you're right. There's a little bit of that for sure. Um, and let's see here. Did did Cannibal view Once a Thief? I don't know what that means. Rudy. Rudy, Wedding Bells Blues from Once a Thief. Okay. Rudy says Cannibal, your birthday month. Cannibal says August. Rudy. August, yeah. And Rudy Rudy's birthday is in August too, August 8th. Tammy Qualls. He didn't like me talking about Jesus. Has his changed? Yeah, they don't really talk about Jesus much in the Jewish culture, at least in my growing up and in my experience. Um, but to me, spiritual being that I am, I've gone on my own journey. So I appreciate the prophets. I appreciate all the different prophets that have walked the earth, that have lived, been a good example, um, and such. So, like, big respect to all the different prophets. I more align with the story of Christ than with much else of anything else. So like that's how I feel. I feel I have a Christed heart myself, an awakened heart, an activated heart. So I think that that's available to us in this life is a transformation, and to really live our best life. So that's my experience with it. But there's these great prophets that have been in all these different religions per se. I mean, the Buddhas and the Krishnas and Jesus and all the stories and all the parts of the earth, different leaders, walking the earth in a certain way. And right now we're at Palm Sunday today, and it's supposedly 1 week to walk to the cross to then Easter. So it's kind of interesting timing for all this. And in the chat, Tommy, Cannibal, or Tammy, I'm sorry, Cannibal, August 7th, Rudy, Cannibal, I'm age 35. Wow, Rudy and Cannibal making good buddies. Rudy, Cannibal, type 9. Cannibal, okay, I'm trying to be able to see my chat. Here, let me click on that. Okay, got it. Yeah, I don't know. I think it faded to a yellow light. Now we got another yellow light. In the chats, look at all this going on here. Yeah, we could. In the chat. 31. Cannibal's 31 years old. August and now 9th. Rudy. Cannibal, multiply 8 times 7. Rudy thinks you're an AI. Rudy just does this with everybody. Cannibal Fresh. 56. Yeah, no, you did the math good on that one. Tammy Qualls. He always had money. He did teach me to do my best. Miss that man. Sid was his name. Okay, cool. Thank you for the sharing that, Tammy. Squirrels, Magnet, Fishing, and Outdoors is here, everybody. Good evening, the source. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. We love our fishing community. I haven't seen fishy things as much. I saw he was live. He does Monday through Thursday lives, so maybe he's working more right now because I know he's doing some DoorDash. So, but yeah, I connected with a lot of you through fishy things. So, let's see, Tammy and Rudy and Kennel Fresh. 1 day less, 4 years. And oh, there it goes. There it is. Counting time. Cannibal knows how to copy paste. Rudy says, "I do. Yes, Cannibal does know how to." Of course, only Rudy can get Cannibal off their normal game of wanting to eat us. Rudy's got Cannibal doing Rudy things. This is wild. Yosef Mormon is here. Baruch Hashem. Thank you, Yosef Mormon. I would love it if you would watch my replay on this live. I had a good time sharing my childhood stories of Passover every year growing up with my family. and singing some songs for questions and Dayenu and Chad Gadya and talking about the Seder plate and the whole Haggadah and the whole experience of the night and just good times, good times. So this has been fun. I appreciate you popping in here and maybe you can share some wisdoms with us. It's awesome. Rudy's counting to 100. That's what Rudy does. Cannibal Fresh, LO, you want me to copy paste that? Yes, Rudy wants that. How? How, Rudy asks. Oh, how about 0 to 100? Oh, Cannibal Fresh is totally knows what to do here. Look at that. Chop my PayPal. Rudy, you're gonna drop your PayPal link? Why? Who's gonna send you money, Rudy? What's this about? I mean, I don't care. Do whatever. There's Nightbot for me serving up the members of Source Network. I've got a membership. It's a Patreon membership that I've got for $1 a month for Source Network, linked on my channel description. And let's see here. 0 to 100. Yes. How? Now, Rudy. Oh, Cannibal Fresh says, now, Rudy, how about you take a trip to Japan and come see me? Rudy is 35, right? And has autism, and his parents don't want him coming on, like, and his face being seen on YouTube. So I don't think that he's going to be taking a flight to Japan to come be eaten. I don't think that that's much lighter. Yeah. See, I think it's because we use the wrong bulbs and they just, after a while, they just turn yellow because that's my only guess on that.
Yeah, because these
These are the wrong kind. Yeah. That's what I think happened. That's much better. I guess we all have a lot more yellow lights if you don't throw it away. Just have more yellow lights. Every time it gets dark, we'll use it as a yellow light. Cannibal Fresh says, now, Rudy, how about you take a trip to Japan to come see me?
Yes, I should order some of the right ones.
Rudy says, I cannot go to Japan. Cannibal Fresh, I'll pay them for a bite or two. Oh my! We got another person here named El Adrino Kismoso, maybe.
Back to
El Adrino. I don't know how much I'm going to say about Passover. We've already gone for an hour and 20 minutes with that. El Adrino Kismiso, new visitor here, says, "Come to the asylum." Steve Billings Asylum, open panel, live chat. Click that StreamYard link if you dare to. Okay, El Adrino Kismoso, never heard of you. I appreciate you popping in and saying hi. Cannibal Fresh said, "Oh my God, what a tease!" Rudy's sharing his PayPal. Why? Rudy's sharing his PayPal. What are you trying to accomplish, Rudy, with sharing your PayPal link in people's live streams? I mean, it doesn't bother me. I know you're bothering some of these other live streams, but you gotta be careful in those other live streams, Rudy. You get in trouble, and then they won't want you coming around their live streams. So yeah, always be hesitant and careful and ask first. Yosef Mormon says, "Oh, I definitely will check it out. I love the Seder. There is so much depth in it and symbolism in it." Yeah, and my whole childhood was this. I grew up Jewish. I did have a bar mitzvah. I didn't do as much after that. I think I did the consecration, the confirmation, or whatnot. I think I did graduate and all that, but I didn't do as much after that. So this is just me revisiting my childhood a little bit, telling my story, because I know that a lot of people on here on YouTube, a lot of new connections I've been making, haven't had the experience and don't know as much about Passover and the Seder and some of these songs. I sang a Billy Joel song, his Passover song. I also sang a Lion King Passover song. So when you revisit this live stream, you can check those out. There's a band called 613, SIX13, that does these fun like skit songs, the Lion King Passover and the Billy Joel Passover. So I had fun singing those on here. I sang Chad Gadya, which I originally found there's a Jack Black Chad Gadya. I sang that. I sang the Four Questions. I sang Dayenu. And I talked a lot about like my family coming together and having a good time and how long the Passover Seder was before we could finally eat the meal and some of my good memories of it all. And yeah, I talked about did a little prayer there, a little maybe you can help with that. I know it's Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam. And then after that, it changes a lot of times. Asher, Kiddushanu, B'mitzvotav, V'tzivanu. I tend to always go to the Hanukkah prayer because I don't remember all the other ones, but I know there's different prayers for different holidays and different. There's even a Shel Shabbat for the Shabbat every Friday, Saturday. So much to it all. But thanks for being here, Yosef Morman. Where are you from, Yosef Morman? Rudy's in Texas. Let's see, Japan. We've got a Cannibal is in Japan. Cannibal is white as milk. Rudy says Cannibal is white as milk. Rudy says, imagine bells and stars liking the white stuff on Cannibal's face. That's strange, Rudy. Very strange. I know we got a cannibal. I know, but I'm not here to judge. Cannibal Fresh. I have a bit of a tan, but men find the white look more. The white look more. More what? More appetizing? What do you mean? Rudy says stars like Cannibal's white face. How do you know that? And bells and stars. So Bells is a dog, Bella. And stars, I guess that's her nickname, maybe Bells and Stars. I don't really know. I'm kind of lost in it all. Licking. Who's licking? Licking. You talking about licking the face? I don't know. Cannibals Fresh says, okay, it's just afternoon. I'll need to invite my lunch in soon. Goodbye, yummy people. Goodbye, Cannibal. Always interesting when you come through. Thank you so much for being here and offering your watch hours. I appreciate it. Rudy says, Bells licks Cannibal's white face. That would be your dream, wouldn't it not, Rudy? That would be your dream. Indeed, indeed. Uh, the hat stuck. The hat stuck. Got to take it off from the back, I think. It sticks to my forehead. So let's see. Yeah, it's 5:37 p.m. here in Maui. So what, Rudy, what time does that make it in Texas? Would that be 8:37? That's West Coast. Maybe you're like 9:37 at night or 10:37 at night or something like that. Maybe I'm guessing you're 9:37 at night, Rudy, in Texas. Yosef Mormon says, originally I am from Georgia. I now reside in Alabama. Wow, interesting. Very interesting. Georgia and Alabama. It's different. It's different down there. It's different down there. Georgia and Alabama. Yeah, I've got some friends on here from Georgia, from Atlanta. Yeah. So yeah, Kiss from Jay. She's from Atlanta, Georgia. She's a good connection on here. And then I've got a couple more. But that's cool. Yeah, Alabama. Sweet home Alabama. Sweet home Alabama. I've been on here an hour and a half. We did the Passover talk already. We talked about the Seder. We sang some songs. Talked about my childhood stories with it all. It's been a good time. Let's close it out with Sweet Home Alabama. Let's close it out with Sweet Home Alabama. 10:35 p.m. Central in Texas, says Rudy. Tammy says it's 10:37. Are you in Texas too then, Tammy Qualls? I don't remember if you shared that. Yosef Mormon said, where are you from? Yosef Mormon, I'm originally from Ohio, Cleveland Heights, Ohio. So you might have heard of Beechwood, Ohio. Cleveland actually is a pretty big Jewish population in the greater area, mostly east side of Cleveland. And they would move further and further away from the city, though, as it went on. But so like Cleveland Heights, decent population. University Heights, decent population. Shaker Heights, maybe a couple towns around that area, and then they move a little further. And Beechwood became a big hub for the Jewish people around Cleveland, and then further now, out to the Bainbridge and Pepper Pike and Orange, and it just goes further out, further out. So yeah, I'm from Cleveland Heights, Ohio, and I live in Maui now, Maui, Hawaii. And you're in Georgia, from Alabama. Where are you from? I actually have two friends from Alabama that joined my fraternity, AE Pi, Alpha Epsilon Pi. You might know about that. I went to Kent State University for Dead in Ohio. It's a song there. And if you know about that story, some of those shot by the National Guard were Jewish. Some were in their fraternity back in the day, AE Pi, and then some were the girlfriends of the fraternity members. Or maybe they just went to Hillel. I'm not really sure of it all, but that's the story I got. So yeah, Kent State University. And these two fraternity brothers of mine are from Alabama, Birmingham areas. You probably know the areas where they're actually from. But yeah, it's kind of a small world that two boys from Alabama would be Jewish and would move all the way up to Ohio to go to college, Kent State University. and I met them there, and we had brothers from all over New York, of course, and Long Island and Staten Island and the various areas in Pennsylvania. There's Jewish communities over there near Pittsburgh, um, and yeah, two brothers from the Birmingham area. So yeah, welcome to my and my family's home for a Shabbat meal and any holiday. If you were close, if I was close, right? That'd be crazy. Um, Thank you, Tammy Qualls. Good night. You love the show. Thank you. You're in Missouri. You're Tammy Time 360. Okay, I know that one better. Tammy Time 360. Cool. All right. Sleep well. Missouri. St. Louis is in Missouri, and the Arches and all that. Um, Bless to crochet. I hope Tammy, you can't get into my channel. Oh, you can't get into your other channel. Okay, Tammy, bless you all. The love of the Lord bless me. The love of the Lord bless you. Hey, we will be going to Hawaii again. Maybe we can all say hi. Yeah, for sure. That would be cool. That would be cool. I'm on Maui. Nightbot sharing a message there. And then as we stroll down, bless to crochet. Hope everyone has a good night. I'm going to get ready for bed. Keep crocheting that connect. That's what we're doing. Blessed to Crochet Mary. We are crocheting that connection. I look forward to interviewing you on Saturday, and I'm looking for your email. Looking ahead, maybe tomorrow. Be great. And Rudy. Okay, cool. So caught up in the chat. You're not from Birmingham, okay, Yosef. You are. Oh, there is a Chabad there. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I got to visit Birmingham in their area there a little bit, just a little bit, for one trip there. That was cool. Night, Tammy Qualls. I want to sing Sweet Home Alabama because that's what's in the field. And we'll close this thing out. Um, let's do that. Sweet Home Alabama. Lyrics. Got it. Okay. We're going to do this. We're going to sing it. And we'll be heading out for the night. Leonard Skinner, Sweet Home Alabama with lyrics. Good night. Good night, Andy Mon. Unless you're just saying good night. Thank you, Andy Mon. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Big wheels keep on turning. Carry me home to see my kin. Singing songs about the Southland. I miss Alabama once again, and I think it's a sin. Yes. Well, I heard Mr. Young sing about her. Well, I heard old Neil put her down. Well, I hope Neil Young will remember. A Southern man don't need him around, but anyhow. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. Birmingham, they love the governor. Now we all did what we could do. Now Watergate does not bother me. Does your conscience bother you? Tell the truth. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. Here I come, Alabama. Ah, ah, Alabama, ah, Alabama, ah, Alabama. Now Muscle Shoals has got the Swampers, and they've been known to pick a song or two. Lord, they get me off so much. They pick me up when I'm feeling blue. Well, now how about you? Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. Doom, doom, sweet home Alabama, sweet home, where the skies are so blue. Home Alabama. Good night, Yosef. Thank you. Lord, I'm coming home to you. Good to find you. Thanks for being here. Montgomery's got the answer. Yeah. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for coming through and hearing my stories and listening to my music. And again, we got upcoming April 19th, Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Echo will be hosting on Living My Best Life at 60. She'll be hosting a Easter and Passover celebration because I'll be talking about my experiences with Passover. Everybody else will be sharing Easter. Maybe some people will also share Passover. I don't know, but it'll be fun. I'm going to make an appearance on there. Y'all tune into that. It's going to be a good time. Living My Best Life at 60 is her channel. Her name's Echo. I don't know. This has been a good little live. I appreciate y'all so much for tuning in. Aloha. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Oh, yeah, Rudy, you can appear. Indeed. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Aloha. Bye for now.